Today we are discussing the 2007 film Knocked Up, directed and written by Judd Apatow. It stars Katherine Heigl and Seth Rogen. The movie features Seth Rogen as Ben Stone, an immature yet good-hearted slacker who unintentionally gets Allison Scott pregnant, a successful entertainment journalist, played by Katherine Heigl. The cast. Katherine Heigl, known for Grey's Anatomy TV show. Seth Rogen, known for The 40-Year-Old Virgin and Superbad movie. Leslie Mann also starred with Seth Rogen in The 40-Year-Old Virgin and The Cable Guy movie with Jim Carrey. Paul Rudd, known for Anchorman: The Legend of Ron Burgundy and Clueless movie. Jason Segel from How I Met Your Mother TV show. Jonah Hill from Superbad and Grandma's Boy movie. Jay Baruchel from The Rules of Attraction and I'm Reed Fish movie. The cast of Knocked Up could have looked quite different, despite receiving plenty of praise from critics. Originally, Anne Hathaway was set to star as Allison, but she withdrew from the project. According to Judd Apatow, she left because she wasn't comfortable with the use of real birth footage to create the illusion of her character giving birth, as he explained to the New York Times. It turned out that the real birth could not be filmed because he ran into a legal issue in California. To film, the unborn baby would need a work permit, but I couldn't get one until after the baby was born. As a result, they had to use a prosthetic instead. After getting the part on Grey's Anatomy in 2005, she auditioned for Knocked Up. Other actresses who auditioned were Jennifer Love Hewitt and Kate Bosworth. Additionally, Mila Kunis auditioned for the part but didn't get the role of Allison. However, she was later cast as Rachel Jansen in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, which was produced by Apatow and written by Jason Segel. While filming for a week in Northridge, California, the cast and crew endured extremely harsh conditions, with temperatures soaring past 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Even though Jay Baruchel frequently urged everyone to stay hydrated, Jason Segel ignored the advice and ended up getting sick.
It's fucking hot! Oh!
A plaster mold of Katherine Heigl's torso was created and shaped into prosthetic bellies representing different stages of pregnancy: 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. These were filled with polyfoam, and details like freckles and veins were painted on to give them a realistic appearance. Each day, it took about 45 minutes to apply and perfect the prosthetic for scenes where her belly was visible. The home was located in Brentwood, California, and featured 6 bedrooms on 6,500 square feet. Leslie Mann and Judd Apatow's real-life daughters starred in the movie: Maud Apatow and Iris Apatow. Leslie and Judd's first encounter took place on a movie set, which seems quite fitting given their Hollywood careers. Leslie was there auditioning for a part in The Cable Guy, a film Judd was producing while Ben Stiller directed. For Judd, it was an unforgettable moment. There goes the future Mrs. Apatow, he recalled in an interview with Elle, describing his immediate feelings upon seeing Leslie for the first time. I felt an instant soul connection. I really meant it, which is why that memory stuck with me. Leslie, however, didn't share the same initial spark. When asked if she felt a similar connection, she candidly responded, "No. I was nervous. Auditioning is always stressful. I just remember thinking Ben was cute." Anne was originally hesitant to let her daughters, Maud and Iris, be part of the movie. For a long time, I kept saying no, 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 and then I started thinking, maybe, Mann shared. About a week before filming, he said, "You have to decide now." He'd always ask when I was too busy to fully think it over, and eventually, it just happened. But it's fine. The 2 girls later took on more prominent roles in the spin-off, This Is 40. Joey Buttafuoco, the notorious Long Island auto body shop owner made famous by his scandalous affair with Amy Fisher, made an unexpected appearance on set one afternoon, serving from a craft services food truck. His surprise visit offered a momentary boost to the overheated cast and crew working in Northridge. Kristen Wiig portrayed Jill, one of Katherine Heigl's bosses at EE Network. During that time, she crossed paths with Judd Apatow, who later approached her with the idea of writing a film for herself to star in, which he would produce. When Wiig and Annie Mumolo pitched Bridesmaids to him, Apatow immediately loved the concept. In 2008, Katherine Heigl expressed to Vanity Fair that she found the movie to be a little sexist, feeling it portrayed the women as shrews, who were humorless and uptight, while the men were depicted as fun-loving and goofy. This comment would come back to haunt her as Hollywood depicted her as difficult to work with. When Seth Rogen heard her commentary about working on the movie, he felt hurt. The actor described the film's production as having a very open process, where everyone had the freedom to voice concerns at any time, saying, "You could speak up if you didn't like a scene or how you were portrayed." Despite past tensions, Rogen made it clear he holds no ill will toward Heigl. He shared that an awkward dinner encounter stemmed from his surprise that she acted as if nothing had happened, as he had assumed she disliked him. Rogen expressed empathy for Heigl, stating her past comments shouldn't have been held against her or impacted her career. However, she later softened her stance, explaining that her dissatisfaction was more about how her character, Allison, came across. I just didn't like how I played her, Heigl told Howard Stern. She was so judgmental, uptight, and controlling. For Bill Hader, the movie served as a trip back to his earlier days on the E! Network. So I was down the hall from where I used to work, and that was weird seeing some of the guys I used to work with, Hader remembered. They were like, "Oh, you're Mr. Hollywood now." Charlene E. made her film debut with a supporting role in the 2007 hit Knocked Up. In 2009, she co-wrote, produced, and starred in Paper Heart alongside Michael Cera. By 2011, she secured the role of Dr. Chi Park on the popular series House. In 2015, she voiced Ruby in Steven Universe and have since returned to the role multiple times throughout the show. In addition to her acting career, E is also a musician. She performed in a band called The Glass Beef with Paul Rust and now performed both as a solo artist and with the band Sacred Destinies. E also contributes her singing talents to the animated series Steven Universe. Ken Jeong's film debut was playing Katherine Heigl's doctor in the movie, and he was one in real life until he left medicine for Hollywood. His part was small in this film, but his breakout role was yet to come in the Hangover trilogy movies. The roller coaster sequence was used in the Final Cut's opening credits. It was shot on location at Knott's Berry Farm, but not every member of the cast was fond of the experience. There's a very funny documentary about the roller coaster sequence because Jay Baruchel didn't want to do it because he says he gets panic attacks on roller coasters, Apatow explained. The documentary is about me manipulating him into doing it, and you see me basically lying to him saying, "It's not that bad," and then him having a panic attack on the roller coaster. All the actors threw up because they were made to ride repeatedly. Apatow mentioned in an interview that they filmed a mock documentary while working on the movie to give the impression that it was difficult to find the ideal actor for the role of Ben. Throughout the shoot, we had actors come in to perform a scene, and then I would pretend to fire them, he explained. As fans of the movie likely recall, Rogen and Paul Rudd's characters travel to Las Vegas, where they attend a Cirque du Soleil performance while under the influence of hallucinogenic mushrooms. Rogen shared that off-screen. Director Judd Apatow sent him and his executive producing partner to scout a real show for that scene. As responsible producers, we figured the only way to truly determine the best option was to take shrooms for 2 days and attend every single Cirque du Soleil show on the Strip at the time. And we did. It was incredible, Rogen told Kimmel. The actor went on to describe how they watched a water-themed show, which was terrifying while on drugs, and a sexy one, which felt completely inappropriate under the circumstances. In the end, they chose Mystere, the show featured in the movie. Paul Rudd is known for playing pranks on his celebrity pals, and Seth Rogen recently shared a memorable one pulled by the Ant-Man actor. Rogen tweeted about a time he was getting a massage in Las Vegas and unexpectedly discovered that it was Rudd giving him the massage. "One time, I was at a spa in a Vegas hotel getting a massage," Rogen wrote. "When I finished and turned over, I was stunned to see Paul Rudd massaging me. He had seen me enter and convinced the masseuse to let him take over, thinking I'd realize right away. But I didn't, and Paul ended up finishing the entire massage." Rogen didn't say if Rudd was skilled at massages, but since he didn't stop it, Rudd must have been pretty good. The bar scene was the first to be filmed. The dialogue about Munich helping Jewish people get laid was completely improvised. Steven Spielberg, who directed Munich, later saw the movie and told Apatow how much he appreciated that take on his film.
"I can't let you in because you're old as fuck. For this club, not, for the earth."
What?
You old, she pregnant. Can't have a bunch of old pregnant bitches running around.
Oh, that's cold.
"I still can't believe the reaction that scene gets. Just 2 minutes in the movie," Robinson said in a phone interview with Submerge. "People have been incredibly kind. While his performance in Knocked Up may seem entirely spontaneous, Robinson revealed that much of it was. The first part of the monologue was scripted, and the rest was improvised," he explained. "There was a lot of improvisation happening. That just shows how talented Judd Apatow is. He cut it together perfectly and made it what it became." The film was released on June 1, 2007, achieving box office success with a global gross of $219 million and earning praise from critics. It scored 89% fresh on the Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter. The movie did so well it spawned a semi-sequel called This Is 40 about the lives of Pete and Debbie from the film. That's all for today, my friends. Comment below your favorite part of the film. Until next time.